Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. And for the first time in a long time, I have more than one box office prediction video for an opening weekend. So, yay! If you didn't know, the last time I had more than one video for opening weekend, it was back in March where I did Bloodshot, The Hunt, and I Still Believe. Funny enough, that was the last week of box office prediction videos I did before I put the series on indefinite hiatus because of, pandemic and stuff. So that's interesting. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about Half Brothers. We're going to go over the pros and cons. So yeah, let's get to it. Pros. Well, there's no real competition for this movie. It has all December to make as much money as it can. Even though it won't be a lot, but it'll make something. This is a Hispanic film. And, in the past, some Hispanic films have particularly specifically targeted Spanish audiences or Hispanic audiences have done well. There was a couple years ago, How to Be a Latin Lover. That did pretty well. And then a few years before that, the biggest Spanish movie of all time in the U.S., Instructions Not Included. So it can happen. A movie like this can be successful. It's just few and far between. Like it takes, I don't know, what would you call it? A special sauce or something to really make it stand out. So yeah, it is possible. It's just not super likely. But that's it for pros. Cons. I didn't know this movie existed until like a few weeks ago when it just suddenly popped on the schedule with no warning. It just appeared, and I was like, okay, more content for me, I guess. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you never heard of it because of its ridiculously late announcement of a release date. So that's definitely a con. There's also a lack of marketing. Another con. As I've already said, not every one of these movies will be a hit. Some will do better than others, but for the most part, they do very, very, very modest. And this is under normal circumstances, by the way. We're in the pandemic era. No, nothing is normal anymore. So, yeah, there's that too. And oh yeah, pandemic restrictions, less theaters, blah 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 blah. There's that. It is in more theaters than All My Life, so there's that too. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can think of. Opening weekend. Oh, I'm going to say, will it hit $1 million? I doubt it, but it wouldn't be impossible. So I'm gonna say 800,000 opening weekend to $1 million. That's the range I'm going with. I wouldn't be surprised if it went lower than that, but I'm gonna say $800,000 opening weekend. I'll probably make like two million overall, and yeah, that's it for this weekend. After that, 2 week hiatus because nothing is coming out. Nothing's going to come out until December, where we got a bunch of movies coming out at once. Monster Hunter, News of the World, Pinocchio, Promising Young Woman, Wonder Woman 1984. As I've already said in my All My Life video, I will do a box office prediction video for Wonder Woman 1984, even though it's going to be on HBO Max, which makes things confusing. Doing predictions these days is confusing anyway, so how much worse can this be? And I'm pretty sure it's going to be in a wide enough, it's going to have a wide enough release for me to make a video on it anyway. And that's it for 2020. Yay! What a what I don't even know. Usually at the end of the year, things end with a bang. Like a big blockbuster comes out, like a Star Wars or an Aquaman or an Avatar, or something of that nature. Not this year. Nope. This year took a turn. I think some of the movies that were supposed to come out December, some of which had December release dates, but then got moved away. I remember like Top Gun Maverick was supposed to come out. Tom and Jerry was supposed to come out. Dune was a big one that was supposed to come out. West Side Story, Free Guy, Death on the Nile, all gone. So, hooray! Yay! Oh, this is so freaking sad. So, that's it. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got a playlist on the homepage where I go over every box office prediction for every movie that came out this year. I know it's not a whole lot, but it's all I have to work with. So you want to check those out, go right ahead. I also have two other playlists. I have box office recaps where I go over a month's worth of box office. Because 2020 is 2020, I'm gonna make a double recap of October and November. That will come out in a few days, roughly a few days. So stay tuned for that. And you want to check out past recaps I've done, mostly in the pre-pandemic era. You can check those out. I also have the canceled series where I go over every movie that had a release date, but then either got moved to a different one, got dumped to streaming, or just are now floating in the ether with no announcement in sight. So you want to check out all those, all those movies that have been affected. You can go right ahead. Recently, I did a video about the HBO Max thing, which is friggin' huge. So you want check out my thoughts on that, go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.